Okay, it is the Freebie Journal. Take 67. Action.
6-7.
6-7.
6-7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Action.
Action packed.
Action packed.
It has been a while. I'm going to show you the back first. It has been a while since we had one of these 5.5 by 8.5
Why are we
journals.
looking at the back of a black journal?
Because I don't want to show the front yet. I want to talk about the front.
I was like, what's on the back? There isn't anything on the back.
Of course there's nothing on the back, but
Okay.
that makes the front so much more impactful.
Just making sure it's not the Emperor's New Clothes situation over here.
Could you just let me finish?
All right, go on. Sorry.
It's been a while. 5.5 by 8.5, soft cover, staple bond. We haven't had these for quite a while to give away, and now we have them again. This is a brand new design, and there are times when we have had some left over or we've run the same cover option more than once, but this is brand new. This, I'm sure you'll recognize this, Elizabeth's favorite kind of swirls. Almost a take, it's kind of a riff on the Chunky Spirals stencil. Not exactly, but it's kind
Similar,
of on that line.
Yeah.
This is 98-pound paper. I forget how many pages because it's been a while since we filmed one of these. But these pages are nice. They're mostly pretty smooth. If you find, we use wet media on them. If you find that they buckle a little bit, use sticky stuff and put 2 pages together and it makes it much sturdier. You don't have to. We certainly didn't for what we did. What's completely different is that I took these spirals and I did 2 things. I made this stencil, which is basically, it is the cover. You can, if I could get it.
Oh, that looks kind of cool.
I know, right? It's the cover, but you have it as a stencil. And I took several of the elements from here and I resized them and we made a foam stamp. Now I will say up front that these 2 items are going to be available for sale. We're going to give the journals away, so let me come back to that. 1 for each $50 you spend on products other than gift certificates, and it's unlimited. So if you spend $250, we'll send you 5. These are going to be available for a limited period of time, probably a couple of months, but my suggestion is if you love it, don't wait. With that said, this whole shebang, these free journals, start on Wednesday, January 7th, and I need to look at my notes. The whole thing comes to an end at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, January 16th, 2026. I can't believe we're saying 2026.
Yeah.
So these are a nice surface to play on. We are, as you see, when you see this video, we're going to be coming out of the post-Christmas, post-New Year's Eve, let's get back into the swing of things. And we were hoping that you would find some inspiration in this, and it gives you a surface to work on for all kinds of different things.
Yeah, and it's just fun to play in.
It's fun to have something new to play in.
Yeah.
And in this video, you're going to see something you've never seen before, which is Elizabeth is going to stamp on a journal page spread, which the woman never does.
No.
So yeah, and she looks so happy.
I'm so excited.
So let's go get you some more excited and do that.
Okay.
All right. Part of the promotion that we're currently running, as we said in the introduction, is for this stencil, which will be available for a limited time, and the foam stamp that you'll see Elizabeth use in a few minutes, also available for a limited period of time. So I took, this measures 5 by 8, and the pages on the stencil, measures 5 by 8, and the pages on this journal are a little bit bigger than that, so you get this kind of nice frame effect. So what I did was I put, and I'm going to bring the plate in and I'll show you this. I have an 8 by 10 gel plate handy so that I can do my thing, and I'm going to roll paint on the plate. I'm going to put the stencil face down in it like I did, and then before I lift it off, I'm going to come back and put color through the openings of the stencil. This time I'm going to use turquoise and pyrrole red, but rather than print it again this way, I'm going to print it this way so I get a mirror image going on over here, which means I can now bring in the gel plate, and here's the pyrrole red. So that the stencil doesn't stick, because I'm going to put paint against the paper, I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to use a fair amount of paint so that there's enough on there that it doesn't immediately dry to the paper. And if I need to, I can spray it just a little bit with water to make certain that that paint is moist when it comes time to apply that stencil to the page. So I'm going to put this to one side. This is the side that I know I want in the paint. And I'm just going to come here and touch it down. Now, am I going to get 100% coverage? Probably not. But if you look here, you can see that I didn't, and it still looks just fine. So I'm gonna touch, try to make some contact between the other side of that stencil and the paint. And I'm gonna try to wipe my fingers so that I don't drag color where I don't want it to be. Okay, good enough. I'm gonna slide this out of the way, wipe my fingers, and bring this back in. Let's pick this up and go ahead. So here's the paint. I'm gonna just take this off to the side because if I don't, it's gonna dry. And it's gonna make me crazy to have to worry about that. You can't even see it. I've put so little water on there, but it's enough to stop this from drying. Now I need to position this correctly so I get that mirror of image. And I'm gonna do the same thing I always do, which is to eyeball the placement. And that's gonna have to do, it's close enough. Get some paper towel so I can press this down. So I'm gonna press, but I am not gonna lift. I'm gonna let the paint hold that in place, and you really need to press carefully because if the paint doesn't come in contact with the paper, then it's not gonna transfer the color. Now that slid a little bit, oh well, wicked sorry. So let's move this out of the way. Let's slide this way. So this is a tube of turquoise that we've used a lot and we're almost out of. And Elizabeth always cringes when I do this. She just hates the fact that I'm digging this paint out of here.
No,
but well, you don't ever want to do it. Let me rephrase that. She doesn't want to have to do it. So this is probably way more paint than I need. But what I'm going to do is get paint in the foam, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to apply it through the openings of the stencil. Now I do need to move relatively quickly, so this is not going to be the best stencil job that I've ever done, but that's not my goal here. My goal is to play and see what I can get. And if I want to firm up the edges, I can always come back with a Posca and I can do that. So no harm, no foul. It's not a big deal. Now there are little openings here. See that one right there? I want to be sure I get that because it kind of helps create the entirety of the design. Just scrub that through there. Elizabeth doesn't love me. She's wandered away. And again, I'm just tapping, and then I can come in and I can move the mini ink blending tool to kind of scrub that. And scrub suggests a lot of pressure. That's not what I'm doing. But I want to obviously fill in all of these openings. Now this turquoise is an opaque color, so to some extent it may help cover the little bit of red where this slipped on me. But again, it is what it is. So the pressure is on. I'm feeling like I must get this done so that this darn thing doesn't stick. I mean, there was a little bit of stick when I took the green and the pink one apart, but it wasn't enough to really be an issue. There was one spot where I had to go back with my finger and add a little bit of green paint, but again, no harm, no foul. It was no big deal. Okay, that looks pretty good. And here we go. Okay, so putting the water on the back made a big difference because this is coming off much more readily than the one I did on the left. And how pretty is that? I like the contrast. This is Pyrrole Red and Turquoise Green in the Amsterdam acrylic line, and I think that this makes a wonderful combination. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with a black Posca paint pen because I like the combination of the red, the black, and the turquoise. I think it's very, very sharp, and it really makes my eye attracted to this. And I'm going to outline these because I think it'll make a big difference. But again, fun little stencil to work with. And up next, Elizabeth is actually, perhaps for the first time ever, going to stamp inside this journal. So let's cut away so that she can come in here and do her thing.
Okay, so Barb has forever wanted me to be an art journaler. She has tried and tried and tried. And I love the books that she makes. I just don't want to make them.
Love you, but not so much.
Well, I guess it's just because my...
well, your art is driven in an entirely
it's
different
different
direction.
Yeah.
So I get that, and that's okay, because if we were all the same and we all did the same stuff, it would be pretty darn boring.
It would be boring, right. So couple of things. So I'm using, I can't read this because I can't see it. But it's a transparent paint. You can see by the open square box right there that it's completely transparent. That's what that open square box means. So I thought I would use this color so that you would see the stencil designed through the stamps. And this is, what is this called?
That one is Venetian Rose.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's stencil?
This, yeah.
That's one of the, I think it's one of the third patterns for layering, but I'm sorry, I don't remember.
It's okay, I don't know either. But this is one of my stencils from Patterns for Layering,
Yes.
which is circles of little squares, which is kind of cool. And the transparent color will allow that to show through it. Plus the pink is harmonious with this color palette. And then I wanted to say that this is a very fun spirally foam stamp that was made from the artwork of the cover and also the stencil that Barb just showed you. So we got lots of pieces and parts with the same motif, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, I took various pieces, various of the spirals and put them together to make that.
Cool,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
She's good at that.
Well, she's adequate at that. You're the Photoshop whiz. I am
Right.
just a Photoshop hack.
Well, you get it done.
Yeah, I can do just enough to be dangerous.
There you go. So again, I mean, I say this in all the videos, you got to put the paint, or you can use an ink pad, but it has to go onto the stamp from a flat surface. You don't want to use a paintbrush because you don't want to get the paint in the low areas. So you're just touching a flat surface with the paint. So whether you use the gel plate or the brayer or both, or you could use the surface of the nonstick craft mat right here on the desk, but I like the squishiness of the gel plate for adding the paint to this. Okay, so I'm gonna put this up in the corner here. Are you gonna like write daily affirmations in this or something, or what?
I'm not. All I do is make pretty pages. I don't.
Ooh, look at that.
I like that. I don't write in my journals. Some people kind of vent and then cover it up with paint. That's not my jam. I don't do that.
Oh,
But for people who do, it's a good thing.
yeah.
And that's I think that's one of the, for me, one of the more attractive parts of creating journals is it can be whatever you want it to be. You know, people find different mechanisms to use them, whether it's to write, and they are literally journaling, or in my case, like I said, I like to make pretty pages.
Well, this is pretty. I'm gonna put this in all four corners, and then I don't know what. Maybe that's it, or you do something in the middle, or
At some point, anything's possible. But
I am now putting something in the journal, and
I can say that I've seen you stamp in a journal.
yeah, and then.
In fact, I feel the earth slowing. Because I never thought I would see this.
Well, so this spiral stamp, so first of all, okay, so practical note, I've got a damp, not sopping wet, but a damp microfiber cloth that I'm just going to use to get the paint off the surface of the stamp while it's wet. You can't let acrylic paint dry on the surface of your foam stamps because it will damage the surface, it'll make it hard and crusty, and then they won't work. They work because they're soft and foamy. So the microfiber cloth, just damp, cleans it off. Now it's not wet and we can switch colors and use it again.
I think that's a brilliant thing.
It is, right? And I also want to say that even though I don't want to do this, this is a brilliant thing too, because there's always a decent amount of paint in these tubes that you can't seem to squeeze out the end because of the plastic that the tube is made out of just keeps popping back up like the new toothpaste tubes. So you saw Barb, she scooped out a good tablespoon full of paint out of here that we otherwise were going to end up throwing in the trash. So, you know, the art supplies, the price adds up. So cut it off the end. So that's Barb's practical application. And I just wanted to say I appreciate that. And then the microfiber cloth. And then, so you can see here, you can see through the transparent paint the pattern of the stencil underneath it. It's not super easy to see because of the contrast. This paint color is a lot darker, so there's contrast and translucency to consider, but you can see through it, and it is in that nice pink color palette, so that's fun. And then I will show you that I did stamp in my own journal. Barb gave me this one, and I stamped in here with an opaque blue and signed my name. And I'm going to give this away to someone, which would be nice, right? So I used the light blue and the blue Posca PC1MR. So that's kind of a fun way too. You can put the motif from the front on there and put your name on it. So lots of fun ways to use the spiral motif. which I'm really excited about. All right, go.
No pressure. So remember, this offer, one for each $50 you spend with no limit, except for gift certificates, they don't count. Anyway, $50 on products. This whole thing comes to an end at 11:59 p.m. Eastern on Friday, January 16th, 2026. So get your order in before that. Because really, who doesn't want free stuff to begin with, but a really nice journal to work on?
I love it.
Me too. Even if though I forced you to stamp inside.
Yes.
All right, she's forgiven me. We'll see you again soon.
Okay, we'll
All
see you
right.
again soon. Thanks
Bye.
for being here.
Yeah, bye.